So this isn't exactly the latest news, but it's news nonetheless that really hasn't gotten around that much, and that's the fact that we may know the actor for the protagonist in Assassin's Creed Ragnarok. Now, the actor in question here is a man named Magnus Bruun. Now, the main reason that people believe Magnus has anything to do with Ragnarok is because of Twitter. Last year, both Ashraf Ishmael and Darby McDevitt, the creative director and lead writer at Ubisoft Montreal respectively, both followed him at the exact same time pretty much, which is innocuous enough, but what really gives any validity to these rumours is that we've seen Magnus tweet about going to meetings in Montreal. Now, considering that Magnus mainly works on European films and shows, it doesn't make much sense for him to be in Montreal for anything else other than Assassin's Creed, and that paired with him being followed by Darby and Ashraf pretty much confirms for me that he's working with Ubisoft Montreal on the next Assassin's Creed game in some capacity. And considering that Quebec made the last one, I think it's fair to say that Montreal are doing this one. I'll also mention that I did look to see if he had a LinkedIn page that could mention any sort of projects he's working on right now, but I couldn't find one. Now, a Danish actor who's become famous working on a Viking show, working on the next Assassin's Creed, is just even more evidence that the game is Vikings based if you didn't believe that already. What's much more interesting to me though is just how big his role in the next game is going to be. There really haven't been any casting leaks like there were with Empire. Like, I'm pretty sure Abubakar Slim's involvement as well as an audio composer were leaked for that game, but so far Magnus is all we have, and I'm wondering how much bearing this has on the rumour that the game is going to have both a male and female protagonist like Odyssey did, with other rumours citing that their name will be Jorah. As I say, there have been no other potential voice actors leaked for the game, and Magnus is the only one, and to be honest, I really doubt that he's a minor character, considering that he's been followed by both Darby and Ashraf, as well as having those meetings in Montreal. So, at the very least, I'd say he's a major side character, but more likely to me, he is the protagonist. Either way, we'll definitely be finding out more information on Ragnarok and its cast later this year, and with it whether Magnus is the protagonist and if there are gender choices like we saw in Odyssey. All this really does for us is confirm that this actor has a role in the game and reassure us that the game is indeed Vikings based. If you are interested in checking out some of his previous work, then I'll link his IMDb page in the description. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.